Hello, I'm Ashley from Through the Loop Yarn Craft, and today I am happy to bring you the crochet tutorial for the Comfort Beanie. I designed this beanie as part of the 2023 Crochet Cancer Challenge hosted by Sweet Potato Free. This beanie is a quick make and perfect for all your charity giving. Today we are going to be making the adult small size, which will fit about a 20 to 22-inch head circumference. We're going to use about 120 to 130 yards of worsted weight yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. For this pattern, we will be using the half double crochet as well as the herringbone half double crochet. So let's gather our supplies and make the Comfort Beanie. Hello, so let's get started with the Comfort Beanie. We're going to begin with the magic circle. If you prefer using another method for crocheting in the round, feel free to do that. This beanie is top down, so we will be starting from the center top. So we will begin with our magic circle. And if you have your own way of doing a magic circle, that's great too. And now that we have our magic circle, our magic loop, we are going to begin by making 8 half double crochets into the circle. And 8, and then we will pull our circle tight. And we will join our circle to the top of the first stitch. And chain 1 to begin round 2. Round 2, we're going to continue with half double crochet, and we're going to make 2 half double crochets into each stitch around for a total of 16 stitches. Once you have your 16 stitches, just slip stitch to the top of the first stitch to complete round 2. And we will chain 1. Now for round 3 and until the second to last round of the pattern, we're going to use herringbone half double crochets. If you want a more detailed tutorial on the herringbone half double crochet, that is linked in the description and goes by it step by step. So for round 3, we're going to increase our stitch count by 8, and so we're going to do a herringbone half double crochet into the first stitch, and then 2 herringbone half double crochets into the next. And we're going to repeat that around. We're going to do 1 herringbone half double crochet into the next, and then 2 into the next stitch after that. Repeat that all the way around for a total of 24 herringbone half double crochets. And once we have our 24 herringbone half double crochets all the way around, we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch and chain one. Now for moving around on to round 4, we're actually going to turn our work. So instead of continuing to work in a circle this way, we're going to work the opposite way. So flip that around and we will be working it kind of backwards. We're going to continue with the repeating sequence for round 4, and each round that we increase, we do an additional stitch before the increase stitch. So this time we're going to do a herringbone half double crochet in the first 2 stitches and then 2 in the 3rd stitch. And for this round, we want a total of 32 stitches. And again, once we're done our 32 stitches, we will slip stitch to the top of the first stitch and chain 1 and turn back to the original side. For the adult small size, we want to be able to measure across the crown of the hat to a total of about 8 inches. So we are going to keep increasing around for as many rounds as it takes for you to get to 8 inches. For me, that was 8 rounds, but for you, depending on your yarn and your tension, it might be a little different, and that's okay. The most important part is to make sure you get to that 8 inches for this size. So for rounds 5 to 8, we want to do an extra stitch before the increase, increasing by 1 stitch per round, as noted right here, and remembering to turn after each round, and that gives us some of the unique texture of the way the stitches go in the pattern. So continue on until round 8 and we will meet right back here. All right, now that we have our 8 rounds, we can measure to make sure we've got our 8 inches. And that's what you're really looking for. If you have to do 7 or 9, the number of rounds doesn't matter as much as the actual size to get that proper fit. Because for the rounds of the body, they're just going to be whatever stitch count we end at. So with the 8 rounds, we end with 64 stitches. Each round increases by 8, so if you had to do 9 rounds, you'd have 8 more stitches. So now we want to work on the body portion. And all we're going to do for the body portion is simply crochet the 64 stitches around, so the same number as the last increase round, and just 1 stitch in every stitch for 64 in each round. We are going to continue to turn at the end of each round. For the adult small size hat, we want a total hat height to be about 8 inches. So we will keep going until we get about that height. So for me, I did 19 rounds of the herringbone half double crochet, and then the 20th round, one more round of just regular half double crochet. Again, if you need to do a few more or a few less, that's okay as well. This pattern is easily customizable to get your exact measurements you're looking for. So for round 9, we're going to do our chain 1 and of course turn. And we're just going to herringbone half double crochet around for a total of 64 stitches in each round. And we're going to do that for a total of 9 till we have 19 rounds total. And don't forget to turn after each round. And once you've completed your 19 rounds, I'll meet you right back here. So here we have our full 19 rounds, and we're ready for the final round. So we're just going to do one last turn, and this time for round 20, we're simply going to do a regular half double crochet in each stitch around. And once you have your 64 stitches around to finish off the beanie, we can slip stitch to the top stitch and tie off. And we are done. Once you're all done, you can weave in your end from the top and your end from the bottom, and you are all set to go. I hope you enjoyed making the Comfort Beanie, and I can't wait to see how some of yours turn out. These are quick and easy to make, and I'm sure there will be some very grateful recipients, especially with the cold weather approaching. While you're here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you are always in the loop when I have new videos posted, as well as subscribe to the Loop newsletter for exclusive news and discounts. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to check out the Crochet Cancer Challenge over at Sweet Potato Free, and you can see all the great beanies for this year's challenge and make your pledge. Thanks for crocheting along with me, and I'll see you next time.